Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to TMXing Adventures. My name is Lisa Keegan, and I hope you've had a fantastic week. It is Friday. We've made it to Friday, which is pretty cool. Today I'm going to take a recipe that's ordinarily made with pork, and it's actually cooked in the bowl with the bones, and I'm going to turn it into something that's made with chicken, which is what my kids will enjoy. So come along today. I'd love to show you the hints and tips for this recipe, regardless of if you got a TM31, TM5, TM6, or another thermo version. You'll be able to take this recipe and use it and make it yourself. So let's get started straight away. I am using cookiedoo.com.au, which makes it guided for me, but I will step you through it so you can literally take this with you and make it your own. Do say hi if you're watching on today. If you know what you're having for dinner, do put it in the chat. I know for some of you guys it is Fake Away Friday night, so you're doing pizzas and butter chickens and a Thai and all that yummy stuff, but let me know what you're making. I'd love to inspire one another with that. Oh, and please remember to share your pictures of your food, because you're going in the draw to win on Sunday night the $30 Mix Shop voucher, so that's pretty cool. All right, first things first is some oil. Now it says veggie oil. I'm just going to use olive oil because that's what I've got. Use what you've got, and actually a lot of this recipe today is a use what I've got kind of circumstance. So 20 grams of oil. There we go. 18, that'll do. Next up, it's got some ginger, 10 grams of fresh ginger. Oh, I don't have fresh ginger. I've got crushed ginger in a jar, which I just knocked over. It says 10 grams. We're going to put that in. We will be home in 10 days' time, and I will have access to my ginger in the backyard. So I'm super excited to have real deal ingredients again. All right, 10 grams of that. Now, it normally says to just go and cook. However, I want to today add some garlic. We really like that whole ginger garlic kind of thing when it comes to meat. So I'm just going to put what would be equivalent of probably 1 clove. You can tell how much we like garlic. There's not much of the jar left. So this is now, would ordinarily cook it off, and we're going to do that for 3 minutes. So this is going to get beautiful and fragrant. We're going to start smelling it. But if you're in your kitchen and you're making this at home, this is your time to pack up your ingredients, to put things away, to get sorted for your next step. So those of you watching along, if we come to our 3 little dots on the top of the screen, we can go to our recipe details, or if you've got a TM5, you'll find it down the bottom corner. It's a little triangle, and you can click on that and go to full view. On the TM6, we go to recipe details. Then you can scroll down and actually see what's coming next. So you can scroll down and see that it tells you what other ingredients you need. So it's got 500 grams of pork ribs cut into pieces that are approximately 4 to 5 centimeters long. You've got some rock sugar. I don't have rock sugar. I'm going to use sugar. That's okay. Some shoxing wine, which is Chinese cooking wine. Again, I don't have that, but I've got rice wine. I'm going to use that instead. It's got some more rice wine, and then it's got some light soy and some dark soy. I'm just going to use soy. So come along today as I show you how to kind of tweak it to make it with what you've got. You can hear it sizzling away there in the background, making that onion and garlic really fragrant and beautiful. While that's happening, I'm just looking for where I put my chicken. You might be getting your, if you've got big chicken, pork bits, you might be having to chop them in half. I've just got little nibbles today, so I know the kids will be happy to eat that. Now, what I do love about this recipe is even if you don't have an oven to cook in, you don't need to. This is all going to cook in that bowl in a second. So if you have renovating, your oven's just dodgy, you just actually don't want to use the oven, it's being used for something else, maybe come Christmas and you're doing Christmas cooking, you can cook this all in the bowl, which is super handy as well. A minute to go. If I take this off, I can smell it even further. I can hear it and see it. You can see it's very glossy looking. It's going to come out looking really shiny and syrupy, which is going to be really yummy here on this recipe. Now, I am impatient. I am going to stop this a little bit early, and I'm just going to let it do its cool down and open up. So here we go. Let's keep going. It is beautiful and smelling amazing though. Absolutely beautiful in there. Now, ordinarily I can't remember if it was crushed. Hang on a second. Just pause and I'm going to go back for a second. So your garlic your ginger in there was actually in little discs. They wanted you to have fresh garlic, fresh ginger cut into discs. I've obviously got it pre-done. If you want it fine, you need to chop it at this point. This is what I want to check on. So you want to turn it up to speed 5 for 5 seconds to chop your ginger, and if you've got garlic in there, down to a nice paste, if you'd like it that way. Otherwise, you're going to end up with a dish that's got your beautiful chicken or your pork, but you're going to have rings of ginger and you're going to have whole garlic cloves. If you like to eat them like that, that's fine. But if you don't, you need to deal with them and chop them down first before we add the chicken. So now it says 500 grams. I've got 700 grams and partly frozen, actually, I've just noticed. So we're going to put that in. Most of them are little winglets. Some of them are little drumsticks as well. In they go. Now this is going to cook once I've got this all in for 25 minutes. So it's such a quick dinner that it's actually done in under half an hour all up, which is pretty cool. You may need to extend the cook time. You'll have to check it at that point and check that you've actually cooked it through. You don't want to serve it up if the chicken or the pork is raw, right? But I think you'll find 25 minutes is long enough. So there's our meat in, and let's just finish this recipe off. Some 50 grams of sugar. So I'm going to use the monk fruit sweetener, but use just raw sugar if you want. You don't have to go to the shops and buy the rock sugar broken into pieces. I have bought rock sugar once. You can get it at your Asian grocers, but don't worry about it if you don't want to. 50 grams in that goes. I'm going to cut that all short at 40. Okay, 42. Just a little bit less sugar there. Some Chinese cooking wine. Now I have this in the pantry at home, but I don't have it in my caravan. So use what you've got. I'm just going to skip that and go, okay, 30 grams of that wine. I'm going to come through and it's got 50 grams of rice wine vinegar, and that I've got. So we've got this because of sushi, actually. So I'm going to put in 80 grams of vinegar. Maybe, if I can get the lid open. Maybe I can't get the lid open. Oh, here we go. We're good. Alright. So we're going to go a bit generous. There we go, 83. So that covers the 30 of the shuxing wine, and it covers then the 50 of the rice wine vinegar. Soy sauce. Now we got 15 and we got 15. So we're going to do 30 grams of soy sauce, and I've just got like a standard soy sauce. So I'm just going to put 30 grams in. I'm not sure what the difference is. I am no expert on soy sauce. However, if you are an expert on soy sauce and you know the difference, I'm guessing it's got to do with brew time and how long they ferment it. But if you do know more info than I do, feel free to put it in the chat and share. Love learning from one another. Okay, now we put on the lid and the measuring cup. And this is going to cook 25 minutes, Varoma reverse speed, slow stir. So it's not even speed 1. It's just going to keep moving that meat around. Now, that's it. That is as easy it is. At the end, it tells you to, let's just check the last step. Cook until they're tender and serve as desired. It doesn't get much easier than that this afternoon. Hey Mum, hey Chris, lovely to have you on this afternoon. So that is how you make these beautiful sweet and sour pork ribs. I'm not even going to try and pronounce the real name. In your Thermomix, give them a go. You can see it's bone and all in there, okay? So you can, so long as it's under that 5 or 6 centimetre mark, you can actually put them in there. They'll cook through. You may find if one gets stuck in there, you may need to come dislodge it. So just keep an ear out on your Thermomix. You'll know, you'll hear it if it doesn't move. But it doesn't seem, every time I've done this in the past, which is a few times now, it just keeps going and it's amazing. It does its own thing. So put this on your meal plan for next week. Let me know what you think when you make it. Tell me if the variations I've done are to your taste. It's pretty simple, really. It's got a whole of, 4 ingredients in it, and 25 minutes to done. So that's pretty cool as well. So that's it from me today. Have a fantastic weekend. Please let your friends and family know about the $29 bowl offer when you're purchasing a Thermomix at the moment. It is a fantastic deal. I know a lot of you guys who don't have a second bowl wish you had a second bowl. I can't live without one, that's for sure. If you need information about getting a Thermomix on your bench, please don't hesitate to reach out. If you'd like information about joining my team and doing what I do, I'd love to support you and mentor you to start your own business and turn up online or face-to-face and show people what the Thermomix can do to transform their kitchen and their home, because it really does change what you can and want to do. There's no way I'd do this if I didn't have a Thermomix in the kitchen. So if I can help you with any of those things, please don't hesitate over the weekend. Reach out, say hi, don't be a stranger. But I will see you guys Monday, 5 o'clock, for some more recipe inspiration. Have a great long weekend for those of you doing bits and pieces, and I will see you next week. Take care, see you then. Bye guys.